Okay.
Hello?
Okay, hold on, Ms. Red. 36 District Court is back in session with the Honorable Raeigen Evans presiding. My question session, no talking, reading, eating, sleeping, walking around, being anything that would be disrespectful to the court. Ms. Red, you have to be seated. You have to be seated. You cannot be walking around. When your name is called, please unmute your devices and give your full attention to the court. Good morning, Your Honor.
People versus Angela Red, ticket number P1209815, count 1, defective brake lights, count 2, expired plates, count 3, no valid registration certificate, ticket number P1209816, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please state your names for the record, and we'll start with
Barry
Officer
Jr.
Porsche.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Force Best 2102.
All right, Attorney Barry, say your name, please.
Elwood S. Barry Jr., P28880. State your full name, Ms. Red.
Angela Denise Red.
Your Honor, as it turns out, Ms. Red has the documents that are before the court today. She has the note, valid insurance, receipt for the repair of the brake lights, and valid registration, which certainly implies she has plates.
All right, so with that, I see the offer is to dismiss without prejudice. Mr. Barry, you stipulated to probable cause.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, so these matters are dismissed without prejudice. You are all set. Ms. Red, good luck to you, ma'am, and thank you, Officer Porsche.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Thank you.
This is the People versus Tia Rump. Ticket number P1168370, count 1, dirty, obscured, improperly displayed plate, count 2, no proof of insurance, count 3, no valid registration certificate, ticket number P1168397, count 1, improper plate.
S. Barry Jr. on behalf of Ms. Rump. State your full name, Ms. Rump.
Tia Monet Rump.
Your Honor, the offer provided by the people is for dismissal of the charge that appears on the docket, the U ticket 59839821.
I don't have a U ticket, but I think the civil infractions may have already been addressed. So we just have the misdemeanor, the improper plate, and the offer is to dismiss without prejudice. So you stipulate the probable cause.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Right, so this matter is dismissed without prejudice. You are all set. Ms. Rump, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Versus Drake Harold, ticket number 219944, count 1, improper plates, count 2, no insurance, count 3. I don't know. I can't read this. I think it's no license. I'm not sure. I can't read that, I'm sorry. Let me look on the docket. Improper license. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Barry.
Elwood S. Barry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Drake. State your full name, Mr. Drake.
Harold Drake.
Your Honor, Mr. Drake would avail himself of the people's offer to enter a plea of guilty to improper plates. The remaining matters to be dismissed.
Okay, Mr. Drake, can you raise your right hand?
Yes,
You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
yes,
Put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Berry today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea.
No.
You do not wish to continue with your guilty plea. You want to set this for trial.
Beg your pardon?
I said, knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, do you wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to direct your attention to the date of June 18, 2016 at approximately 9:45 a.m. Date and time were you at or near the location of West Canfield and Trumbull in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2002 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
And did you have the proper plates?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you're satisfied, Mr. Berry?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm also satisfied with Dr. Basis. To accept the admission to count one, you stipulate the proper cause as to the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, so those are dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. Mr. Harold, there's going to be a fine of $200 that is due on August 4th. Can you have it paid by then?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, so did you have any questions?
No.
You are all set, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is the people versus Gregory Wrench. Is he here? Let's see. Dominique Randall, ticket number U46448818, count one. Drove parked vehicle on grass at City Park. Ticket number 12097. 734, count one, dirty, obscured, improperly displayed plate, no proof of insurance. Is count two, and then count three is improper address, license, and then ticket number P812927. Count one, drove a license suspended. Count two, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle, and count three, improper plate. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Berry.
O.S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Randall. State your full name, Mr. Randall.
Dominique Randall.
Your Honor, Mr. Randall would avail himself of the people's offer to enter a guilty plea to the U ticket, the parking on the grass in the park, a 3-month delayed sentence, Your Honor.
Okay, and I read a ticket that was actually in default. There is another ticket that is, the offer is to dismiss it, but I do want to read it to the record. Ticket number P1209733, count one, driver's license never acquired, count two, improper plates, and count three, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Mr. Randall, can you raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Berry today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, Your Honor.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to direct your attention to the date of August 12, 2018 at approximately 4:50 PM on that date time were you at or near the location of Chandler Park Drive and Canyon in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
And did you drive or park a vehicle on the grass at the city park?
yes, ma'am. I was parked. Yes, Your Honor.
This is a 2004 Pontiac vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're satisfied, Mr. Barry?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, I'm also satisfied with the factual basis. You stipulate the probable cause as to the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, and there are two counts on ticket number ending in 927 that are state charges. The court is gonna dismiss those as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The sentencing,
Thank you.
this is a 3-month delayed sentence, so there's gonna be a date that you have to come back, and that date will be October 6th. Come back October 6th, there's gonna be a fine of $200. Can you have that paid by October 6th?
Yes, Your Honor. I can.
So, you need to come back October 6th at 8:35. You cannot get any more tickets, citations, violations, nothing. And, if you pay the fine, no more tickets, this will be dismissed off your record. Did you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
So you're all set, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck to you. This is the people versus. Miss Greg, you're all set, ma'am. Mr. Randall, you're all set. You guys are muted, but you're all set. All right, this is the people versus.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. May I ask you a question? I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I really apologize. I need the information so I'll be able to pay the fine.
So you can pay it online. You can pay it around the city, like at Myers or CVS. There's the kiosk called DivDat. And there's also a phone number where you can pay it over the phone. Whenever you're ready, I can give you that phone number.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
855.
Okay.
798.
798. Okay.
1547.
1547. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay. All right, this is the people versus Jean Marie Risby Lewis, ticket number SP 792773, count 1, drove a license not valid or improper, count 2, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor, and ticket number 173928813, count 1, allowing unlicensed driver to drive. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Barry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Ms. Risley Lewis. State your full name, Ms. Risley Lewis.
Jean Marie Antoinette Risby Lewis.
Your Honor, Ms. Risley Lewis would avail herself of the people's offer to enter a plea to the no registration charge to be reduced to improper plates. The remaining matters to be dismissed.
I'm sorry. Okay, Ms. Risley Lewis, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Barry today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you are waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm gonna direct your attention to the date of December 30th, 2017 at approximately 1:50 PM. On that date and time, you at or near the location of Wyoming and Intervale in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
Were you driving a 2011 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
And did you have improper plates?
Yes.
All right, you're satisfied, Mr. Berry?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
And also satisfied the factual basis. We'll accept the admission amended to improper plates and you stipulate the proper cause as the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
So those matters are dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. Ms. Risby Lewis, there is going to be a fine of $200. Can you have that paid by August 4th?
Yes.
Did you have any questions?
No.
You are all set, ma'am. Good luck to you.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I got the number correct to make the pay the fee. Is it 855-798-1547?
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Thank you. I can leave.
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, here was her file right here. You want me to, here's her file. All right, do we have, hold on, we have Brandon River. You gave me Katrina Rich. Katrina Rock. I got it. Right. You gave me. This file. Jenny,
We need Brandon.
I need Brandon Risberg. Hold on, Mr. Risberg, we're just looking for your file.
Yes, Your Honor.
Zoom in.
All right, this is the people. Do you have an offer, Mr. Berry, for Mr. Risberg?
No.
Your Honor, I was put into a breakout room, but I wasn't able to speak to the attorney yet. It just never.
I think we gotta wait to recall yours because we need an offer so that Mr. Berry can speak.
Actually, last two.
Okay.